Today you're going to learn how to make a blackcurrant fruit tea from syrup. By popular demand, I'm bringing you drinks that reflect the Queen's Platinum Jubilee and birthday this month. One of the things I love about summers in the UK is a good old garden party. And a popular beverage of choice is a blackcurrant drink. So naturally, we're going to make it into a bubble tea. So whether you're celebrating or not, I hope that you enjoy this quintessential British flavor. So let's get started. First, we want to get our tea brewing. We want a strong jasmine green tea base. I prefer a loose leaf jasmine green tea, but if you only have tea bags, then that is fine too. You'll put 1 tablespoon of the loose leaf tea into 170 milliliters of 70 degrees Celsius water, or alternatively, 2 tea bags. You can experiment over time to figure out your preferred tea strength. Leave it to brew covered for 7 minutes. A tablespoon is about 15 milliliters. 2 tablespoons is 30 milliliters. An industry standard brown bubble tea scoop is 20 milliliters, so 2 brown scoops is 40 milliliters. Now for this recipe today, we're going to be making it in a 500 milliliter shaker, and it will yield anywhere between 300 to 350 milliliters of the beverage, including the ice kind of bumps up the level just a tad. For this syrup, I've worked with it before. I know it tends to run quite sweet. So I'm going to be doing 40 milliliters in total, which is 2 brown scoops, and I'm not going to be adding any fructose today. If you've seen a lot of my fruit tea from syrup series, you'll remember that a lot of the syrups are very different in terms of the volume of the syrup that we're actually using for the drink. This is because the flavor it's manufactured at. I mean, there's so many different variables. But a lot of it comes down to just the brand and getting to know your brand. And that is something that I get asked a lot regarding syrups, is how do I know how much to use? And really it's gonna come down to your personal preference, your customer's personal preference, and doing trial and error loads of times. For this syrup, I probably had to do about 5 or 6 different drink measurements with or without fructose in order to find the perfect one. So just bear that in mind with whatever syrup you're using. And a side note bonus, if you are buying from a bubble tea supplier, hopefully you have one that has a transparent, open communication. That way they'll inform you if they change warehouses or if their warehouse in Taiwan changes their base recipe. That way you can change your measurements accordingly. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and start making the drink. So we're gonna have a total of 40 milliliters of the blackcurrant syrup, which is approximately 2 flat brown bubble tea shop scoops. That's 1 and 2. When your tea is done brewing, carefully strain it into the shaker and stir until combined. Fill your shaker with ice all the way to the top. Put on the middle lid and the top lid and shake really well for 1 minute. We know it's ready when there's a really nice condensation around the outside of the shaker and majority of the ice has melted. Today, I'm going to be dividing my drink into 2 separate glasses. In one of them, I'll be using cherry popping juice balls, and the other one, chewy lychee jelly. This recipe is actually so quick and easy. Why not make it into a large batch and serve it at your next garden party? It's a traditional quintessential British flavor, and I'm sure that all of your guests will really enjoy it. Strain the drink into your glass, or glasses, and be sure to hang on to this middle section while pouring so it doesn't accidentally come off. And if you will be making this in a larger batch, you can skip this step and simply mix it separately. Then when you're about to serve it, put some ice in the glass and pour over. You'll just need to experiment just a tad in order to make sure that you're getting the measurements just right. There's nothing more refreshing than having an ice cold bubble tea on a warm summer's day. And the Royal Blackcurrant Fruit Tea wouldn't be complete without a crown. And there you have it, a royal blackcurrant fruit tea fit for a queen. Cheers! So good. Well, thanks for joining me today. Look forward to seeing you again real soon. Take care.